What's up, guys? We're back today with our video. Today's video is going to be week 2 of the NFL 100 seasons predictions. Just like last time, we got guest appearance Slim Deezy over there.
You already know what it is.
Do they really though?
Yeah, they do.
Alright, but today we're going to go over week 1 results we had. Just tell you guys how many predicted wins we predicted. We're going to go over most surprising week 1 game. And then week 2 predictions we have. This week is going to have a lot more bigger games after looking through the schedule. And so, here we go. Alright, so results from week 1. Drum roll, please. I don't remember. Oh yeah, I went 11-5. Some Deezy, what'd you go?
10-6.
Looks like I win week 1. There's lots of odd games that happened in week 1. Honestly, my most surprising game, I'm going to have to go to Cleveland game. Cleveland, they've gained all this hype, and they just couldn't live up to the hype. The Titans came in, they did what they're supposed to do. They came in, had a huge blowout, beat them 43-13. And honestly, yeah, I mean, the Ravens, that was another interesting game, but my most interesting is definitely the Browns. OBJ came in wearing a $1,000 watch on his wrist, thinking he was all that, when they couldn't do anything on the field. So that's my most surprising game.
I'm going to have to definitely agree with you on that one. I feel like they definitely went in there and shut up all the noise that was around Cleveland. And I don't know, Cleveland definitely has to regroup and come back strong, because that was very depressing, I think, for Cleveland to see that performance out of their team.
They definitely have to prove something now. Otherwise, this hype is going to go down the drain. And Cleveland fans have been waiting for this moment for a long time. They've been waiting for a championship team. They definitely have a playoff team in their hands, but if they play like week 1, they're definitely not going to go nowhere. All right, so week 2, game 1, we had Tampa Bay Buccaneers going against Carolina Panthers. In week 1, both these teams took the L. The Bucs lost to the 49ers and the Panthers lost to the Rams. For my prediction, I'm going to pick the Panthers going to come up on top. Christian McCaffrey had a big game week 1, scoring 2 touchdowns. He was productive on the passing and rushing side of the football. And they lost barely to the Rams, who had a very successful game as well. The score was 30-27, so this game with the Bucs and Panthers, I'm going to give the Panthers the win with a score of 23-17.
I'm going to have to go and say Panthers bounce back, and they win 35-17.
Man, big game.
Yep.
We'll see. All right, so game 2 of week 2, we got the Arizona Cardinals going in and playing the Baltimore Ravens. After week 1, the Ravens, they definitely are making people think about them. They won 59-10 to the Dolphins. And the Cardinals actually played very well. They ended up tying actually against the Lions 27-27, but Kyler Murray looked very good. He brought his team back in the fourth quarter. But I'm going to do this game to Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens, and I think they're going to win 42-17.
42-17, not a bad pick, John. I like it. All right, I'm going to give this one to the Ravens as well. I don't think Lamar will have quite as good as a week as he did last week. I mean, just those numbers alone, just basically unheard of. He is a stud and he's a star, so I'm still going to give them the 35-28 win.
You think Kyler Murray is going to do what he did in week 1 against a Baltimore Raven defense?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
We'll wait and see. All right, so for game 3, we have the Detroit Lions going up against the Los Angeles Chargers. This game, just going to cut right to it. Los Angeles Chargers is going to win this game. Last week, the Lions played very well against the Cardinals. They ended up tying, like I said in the last, about the Cardinals. But yeah, they tied 27-27. The Chargers ended up being Colts. And I realized in the last video I mispronounced Colts quarterback name wrong, so I'm going to give myself redemption here. Jacoby Brissett, he had a great game. He definitely is proving himself to be a starting quarterback in the league. But the Chargers, they still have Phillip Rivers, they got Keenan Allen, they got great defense. So I'm going to give them this game. I'm going to say they're going to win 27-20.
Yeah, John. You know, I'm going to have to say Brisket was really out there cooking last week.
Brissett.
Are you sure about that?
Brissett.
All right. Well, anyways, you know, let's cut to the chase. I think the Lions are going to bounce back this week at home. You know, I think they're going to take care of business. I think it's going to be a close game.
The Lions are at home?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep.
Let me see it.
It's going to be 28-24.
28-24.
28-24 Lions.
All right. All right, so the next game 4 of week 2, we have the Indianapolis Colts going into Tennessee to take on the Titans. Week 1, the Titans definitely destroyed the hype about the Browns, defeating them 43-13. The Colts, they came in, gave a fight, but ended up losing. But like I said just moments ago, Jacoby Brissett, he definitely has proven himself as a starter. I think he's having another good game. I don't think the Titans are going to be able to live up to what they did last game and destroying 43-13. So I'm going to have to give this one to Brissett and the Colts. I'm going to say they're going to win this by a score of 30-27.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna have to agree. Brisket and the boys were
Brissett.
Yeah.
I said this moments ago.
No,
Brissett.
you're good.
I know Arby's got the meats, but he's not a brisket.
Yeah, I don't think Tennessee's gonna come out quite as hot as they did last week. I think they had a lot of motivation going into week 1 with all the hype around Cleveland. So I think their motivation was to really shut them up. And I think Colts are gonna come in this game, and I think they're gonna win. Let's say a final score of let's say 31-28. Colts win.
We're both predicting close games. All right, so for game 5, we have the San Francisco 49ers playing against the Cincinnati Bengals. This one's a tough one to predict, but after thinking about it, I'm going to give this one to the Cincinnati Bengals. In week 1, John Ross had a big game, 150-some yards receiving. Andy Dalton had a good game. So I'm going to say the Bengals are going to win this one 21-15.
Ooh, sounds like a good game, John. All right, well, I'm going to have to go out and say that I think 49ers are going to pull this one off again. You know, I think they're going to win 21-17.
All right, so next game, Jacksonville Jaguars are going to go against the Houston Texans. I believe after week 1, the Texans are going to bounce back after that tough loss to the Saints. Deshaun Watson, he's still proven himself as one of the better quarterbacks in the league. He got that touchdown drive with just a couple minutes remaining, but then Drew Brees doing what he does best. Final drives, he came in, got his team into field goal position, and yeah, they end up winning that game. And Jacksonville, they just lost Nick Foles to season-ending injury. So I think the Texans are going to come out on top of this game, 27-20.
27-20, keeping it close. All right, well, you know, I think Texans are going to bounce back this week. I know Sean got a little banged up in the first half, and he never really recovered well, but he was still playing out of his mind. And, you know, Texans, hands down, should have won that game. But I'm going to give the Texans the win this week. I'm going to say 49-7.
Oh,
They come and they just spank
49-7.
Jacksonville. I'm expecting a big game out of
right.
J.J. Watt, who is very quiet in the Saints game. So I'm expecting a big bounce back.
49-7. All right. All right, so I lost track of the game numbers, so I'm done saying that. So next game, we have the Minnesota Vikings, right? Minnesota going into Green Bay?
Yep.
All right, so we got Minnesota Vikings going into Green Bay to play the Packers. I know I don't really want to predict this game. They're both NFC North teams. I'm a huge-time Bears fan. But Packers have a great defense. They showed it in week 1 against the Bears, only giving up 3 points to them. But I'm going to have to give this game to the Vikings. Dalvin Cook came in week 1, had 2 touchdowns on the ground. He had a great game. Packers offense didn't do much, but it was the Bears defense. The Vikings defense isn't as good as the Bears, but they still have a pretty good defense. So I don't think the Packers offense is going to do too much. I think they'll do more than what they did, but I'm going to give this game to the Vikings by a score of 23-20.
Oh, John. Not my Packers. Oh my gosh. I think this is going to be a real good game. And, both teams, like John said, are really solid on defense. Packers were struggling a little bit on offense, though, last week. As much as it kills me to say this, I think Vikings come on top 27-24.
Whoa, you're predicting your Packers to lose over here?
I don't like to, but I think it's going to happen.
Man, it's a shocker. All right, so for next game on the list, we have the Dallas Cowboys coming in and playing the Washington Redskins. Week 1, Dallas definitely showed people that they have one of the better offenses in the league. Dak came in, had a perfect passer rating of 158.3. So I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to end up winning this game. I think they're going to have another high offense game. So I think they're going to win 35-20.
Okay, 35-20. All right, I like it. I'm predicting, Cowboys to come out and go and face the Redskins and go into Washington, and I think they're going to beat the Redskins 35-7.
All right, so next game we have the Seattle Seahawks going in and playing Pittsburgh Steelers. Week 1, Seattle definitely turning heads with their win they had. And the Steelers got stomped on by the Patriots, 33-30. I think the Steelers will bounce back, but I don't think it's going to be enough to stop the Seattle Seahawks. I think the Seattle Seahawks are going to come in, play a very good game as well. DK Metcalf, I think he's going to have another really good game. Wear that baby pacifier mouth guard. But no, I think the Seattle Seahawks, I think it's going to be a close game. Steelers are definitely going to bounce back. They have James Conner, Juju, big bound offense. I think their offense is going to do bigger things than Week 1. So I'm going to give Seattle still this game. I'm going to say Seattle's going to win 27-23.
I think you're right with the prediction of Seattle winning. I think Seattle's going to go in there. And, Steelers just got demolished. Like they look
Demolished.
All right, Brisket. All right,
I corrected myself. Get off.
But yeah, I think Seattle goes in there 31-10. They win.
You just said how you think the Steelers are gonna bounce back. That's not bouncing back. That's just getting demolished again.
No. Nope. They're gonna have 7 more points than they did last week, so I consider that a bounce back for this horrible team.
One possession is not no bounce back.
It's something.
Okay. All right. So next on the demolished list for some Deezy over here on bounce back, we have the Buffalo Bills going and playing the New York Giants. The Bills end up winning Week 1. They beat the Jets 17-16. They had a good game. They definitely stopped some hype that the Jets had. They had, I want to say a lot of hype. They had some hype. But no, I'm going to give the Giants this game. I think it's going to be close. Not too high scoring. I'm going to say 20-17.
20-17. All right. I think the Giants got this game. I'm going to say they're going to win. I'll say 28-14. Giants take it.
Is this part of your demolished list too?
Yeah, it is.
All right, so next game we have the New England Patriots playing the Miami Dolphins. For anyone that watched Week 1, this should be a no-brainer. The Patriots gonna win this game. The Dolphins got blown out by the Ravens, 59-10. I don't think the Dolphins are gonna be able to do anything this week either. Patriots, they showed a very good defense in Week 1, only giving up 3 points to the Steelers. So Patriots, I believe, are going to win this game. I think they're going to do it in a very good fashion. They're going to win 35-10.
I don't like to say this because one of my friends is a so-called fan of this team. So let's just go out and say, the Patriots are going to win this game 42-3. They're just going to destroy Miami. It's not even going to be a contest. No game here.
Pee-wee football.
Next
game, we have the Kansas City Chiefs playing the Oakland Raiders. Both teams did end up winning week 1. The Chiefs beat the Jaguars and the Raiders beat the Broncos, which the Raiders actually surprised me, honestly. I didn't think they'd be able to come in. Well, they were home, but I didn't think the Broncos would be able to come in and they would still lose to them. But no, Oakland gave a good fight. But, I'm going to have to give this game to the Chiefs still. They got Mahomes under center. Sammy Watkins had 3 touchdowns in his debut with the Chiefs. So I'm giving this game to the Chiefs, and they're going to win 33-24.
Ooh, got a little bit closer than I have it, John. I got the Chiefs going in and just, I said that, the Raiders were going to get destroyed last week, and they proved me so wrong. But this week, I think they do get destroyed. 45-10.
All right, so next game we have the New Orleans Saints going into LA to play the Rams. Both teams end up winning week 1. They are both really close games. The Rams only won by 3, and the Saints only won by 2. I think it's going to be another close game, very high-scoring game, very good offenses on both sides. But I'm going to give this game to Drew Brees. Week 1, he proved that no matter how much time he has left, he can still come in and win the game. So I'm going to give the Saints this win 35-32.
Okay, well, I'm gonna agree with you. Saints are definitely gonna win this game. They're gonna shut the Rams up. All right, so they're gonna go into LA and they're gonna win 31-21. All right,
Wait, who's winning this game?
the Saints.
31-21?
Yes.
All right, next game. The game I'm looking forward to Sunday. You already know what game it is. The Chicago Bears is going into Denver to play the Broncos. After week 1, the Bears definitely had some offensive issues to fix. They definitely did some offensive line work this week. I saw they were coming in, had offensive line tryouts for teams because obviously the offensive line didn't do as much. They gave a lot of quarterback hits, quarterback sacks. And then Denver, they have our old defensive corner, Vic Fangio, and their head coach. They came into Oakland last week, lost to the Raiders. But no matter what team the Bears are going to play, you already know what team I'm predicting. I'm predicting the Bears to win this game 27-14.
All right. I'm gonna say the Bears bounce back big this week. 42-10, your Bears win.
Ooh, you got my Bears winning big this week.
Yep.
Yeah, but honestly, though, I hope Mac does something. Last week he was quiet. Bakatari, how do you say his name? He really locked him up very well. He didn't let him get to Aaron Rodgers at all. So I hope this week he can definitely get to Joe Flacco, cause some turnovers, get some sacks, and just play the game and do what he's good for. We signed him for a reason, so let's see it happen. Dog barking in the window. Next game, we have the Philadelphia Eagles going in and playing Atlanta Falcons. Not gonna lie to you, the Falcons disappointed me in week 1. They lost 28-12 to the Vikings when I thought their offense can do bigger things. They have Julio, they have Matt Ryan. I just thought, I did think the Falcons were gonna win, but I didn't think they would get killed by 16 points. But this game, I'm gonna give it to the Falcons once again. I think they're going to bounce back week 2, show the NFL what they're truly made of, show that they are definitely a contender in this league. And I think Matt Ryan's going to come in, play a very well game, and he's going to win this game 27-21.
All right. Yeah, I think the Falcons come back and bounce back. And I think they're going to win 34-21 this week.
Let's see. All right, so we got the last game of week 2. We have Cleveland going into New York.
Yep.
We got the Cleveland Browns going to New York to play the Jets. I'm going to say it again. Cleveland, they got all this hype after week 1. I don't think they're going to do anything. I think they're going to go in. Not the greatest word to use, but I feel like they're being cocky with all this. OBJ's wearing a $1,000 watch in a game. Like, why, dude? Why? Why are you wearing a $1,000 watch? What's the reason? Go out there, play football, do what you're best at. You're in that uniform for a reason, so go prove it. Don't be wearing a $1,000 watch in a game just because you think it's cool or something. I don't know what your reason is, but quit acting stupid. just go out there, play some football, do what you're good at, catch the ball, score touchdowns. But I'm going to give this game to the Jets. Sam Darnold, I think he's going to come in, have a good game. Quinion Williams, C.J. Mosley had a pick 6 in week 1. The defense definitely turning heads. So I'm going to say the Jets are going to win this game 21-14.
All right. We got a good game. It's the last one. Let's get it right. All right. So I'm going to predict a Browns bounce back this week. You know what? Got the Browns winning 42-28.
We'll see if their offense can do that. They definitely have the weapons on offense, but they didn't show it in week 1 against. Cleveland. They have all this hype. Let's just see if they can actually get it in their heads that people are counting on them to do big things, and let's see if they actually make it happen. All right, so that concludes week 2, guys. Next week we'll be back for week 3. Maybe we'll have some Deezy again. Not sure. But yeah, there it is. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely comment below if you think we were right, what you think about predictions, and just ideas for other football videos if you guys want to see anything different. But that's it for this week. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.